thrilled with the opening of your offense and defense, how they started the game.
Yeah, all three games they've started really well. They've done everything we could have asked of them. A couple turnovers we take away, in the first two games with the first group, and then really played the running game last week and this week, overwhelming. Attack on the edges and stuff. Max was on fire. Really thrilled about what we've seen. I mean, really couldn't ask for a whole lot more. We almost scored every time we had the ball. I don't know if we might have stopped us once. Did they stop the offense one time in the preseason? Maybe. So it's yeah, nothing but really good positives. The other side of it, as we sent the rest of our guys out there, we really couldn't quite get the wins, But I was really kind of hoping that we'd go right down and be tied right at the end, and somebody'd have a chance to win on the last play. Since that's every other game was like that, thought it'd be fun to see if we could pull that off. But they make a big play and change the game. I was really fired up for Dante, the catch that he makes. It's a beautiful throw, beautiful catch, great body control. Taps his way in for the touchdown. It's a good play for him to, put in his back pocket. Just to make something happen and all that. We saw Ashton just get after it again physically. He's tough, man, and. We were not able to see that in our practices because, we never really hit anybody like that. And to see him have that aspect of his game with all the elusive that he has again, that was encouraging. I think the offensive line did a nice job, when they had their chance, the first group, and we got them out of there. But Colton's really been the leader of that group, and they're doing a nice job.
Going back to the Dante, Gino, you've been practicing that a lot, working on it a lot. Could it have played out any better? Because that was almost the exact what you guys have been trying to practice. That type of throw.
We've been working right at that, and to see if he could use that length and the height that he has and all that. And think about Gino staying with him, and really knowing that he needs to be part of this team, and we need to make that guy a threat. And G's been really working to develop him, and so that's a good culmination for them.
What does that do for Dante's confidence? Because he's been talking all camp long about he can do more than just run fast and run down the field, but to able to run.
No, that's what we're building. I think it should definitely help his confidence, and I'm hoping that we'll see benefits from that. He's not been down in the dumps at all. He's been working really hard. He's run more yards and covered more ground than anybody on our team because we continue to try to develop the downfield stuff with him. And it's a great compliment to Jacoby and what Brock does and what Trey does as well. So we have a chance to have a really nice throwing game.
Zamir has really had a good camp and continues to do well. He ran hard tonight. Would you talk about what you saw?
Yeah, that was part of the plan. I really wanted to get him the ball and just let him pound away and just show what he's been doing. And he got one carry last week. I think he had a lot of plays, but he didn't get but one. So we tried to get him 8 carries, and I think it was pretty close to that. We're really counting on him, to be that physical presence and a change-up guy for us. I've always loved that, and so I think he showed that tonight. I thought Raheem ran the ball really well too. He looked explosive and tough up inside too.
You mentioned Max on fire tonight, but Adam Butler comes up with a batted ball. Tyree had a couple pressures in run game, and then Malcolm with a sack. Is that?
Yeah, really important for us, all the guys that you just mentioned. All of those guys, we're counting on those guys to be active and contributors and playmakers. And to see that happen tonight in really just a short span of time that they're in the game, that was pretty special.
O'Connell's wrist injury, is that just precautionary, or do you think something serious?
No, he fractured his wrist. He's hurt, and it's going to be a while. They'll have to get that fixed. So that's a big blow for us.
How does that change, obviously, quarterback right now?
We got 2 instead of 3.
Yeah.
It's going to be 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. So he's going to be out a while. So we just got to see what we can do and keep developing Cam. And unfortunately, he got a lot of play time tonight, and that'll help him.
I was about to say, do you think Cam's ready for that number 2 spot?
We'll see. Let's see what happens here. I've got to check the film.
That's good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Russell, you have any questions back there?
Yeah, I got a lot of questions.